If this message found you, it did not come too early and it did not come too late. It came at the right moment, in the right breath, in the right season of your life. Something inside you is ready to hear these words. Something quiet within you is ready to soften. Something that has been tired for a long time is ready to rest. You may not know why you were guided here. You may not understand what is changing inside you. But a part of you knows. A part of you feels it. A part of you can sense that life is speaking, not loudly, not with fear, but gently, with love. There are moments when life places a message in front of us because our heart is ready. Not because everything is perfect, not because we have all the answers, not because the road is clear, but because we are ready for a new kind of peace. We are ready to stop fighting so hard. We are ready to stop holding pain like it is part of who we are. We are ready to stop believing that healing is far away. My dear, healing may be closer than you think. It may already be moving through you, even now as you listen. Take a slow breath. Let your body know that this moment is safe. You do not have to rush. You do not have to fix your whole life right now. You do not have to understand every reason, every delay, every closed door, every hard day, or every tear. For now, you only need to be here. This moment is enough. This breath is enough. This small opening in your heart is enough. Healing often begins in a quiet way. It begins when you stop running from yourself. It begins when you stop pushing your pain away. It begins when you whisper, I am ready to be kind to myself now. Maybe you have been waiting for a sign. Maybe you have been asking life, when will things get better? When will my heart feel lighter? When will I feel safe again? When will I stop carrying this weight? And perhaps this is the answer, not in the way the mind expected, but in the way the soul understands. This message is not here to force you. It is not here to scare you. It is not here to tell you that you are broken. It is here to remind you that you are loved, you are guided, and you are still becoming. You are not finished. Your story is not over. Your peace has not left you. Your healing has not forgotten you. Sometimes we think healing must be loud. We think it must come with a big change, a clear answer, or a sudden new life. But often healing comes softly. It comes through one honest breath. It comes through one gentle thought. It comes through one moment where you decide not to speak to yourself with anger anymore. It comes when you stop saying, "What is wrong with me?" and begin saying, "What in me needs love?" That small change can open a door inside you. That small act of kindness can begin to change everything. If this found you, it may be because you have been strong for too long. It may be because you have been quiet about how much you have been feeling. It may be because your heart has been asking for rest, even while your mind kept saying, "Keep going." It may be because you are ready to stop living from fear and begin living from trust, not perfect trust, not trust that never shakes, just a small trust, a soft trust, a trust that says, maybe life is still helping me, maybe I am still held, maybe something good is still possible. You do not need to know the full path today. You do not need to see every step. Sometimes life only gives you enough light for the next breath. And that is not a mistake. That is grace. The mind wants the whole road before it begins. The heart only needs to feel safe enough to take one step. So let this be your step. Let this moment be the place where your body begins to relax. Let this be the place where you stop fighting yourself. Let this be the place where you begin again, not with pressure, but with love. There is a part of you that has always known how to heal. Your body knows how to close a wound. Your heart knows how to open again. Your spirit knows how to find light even after a long night. You may have forgotten this because life has been heavy. You may have felt far from peace. You may have believed that the pain would never change. But healing is not gone just because you cannot feel it yet. The sun is still there behind the clouds. The seed is still growing under the soil. The river is still moving even when the surface looks still. In the same way, your healing may already be unfolding quietly inside you. This came at the right moment because you are ready to stop carrying old pain as if it is your home. You are ready to remember that pain is something you pass through. It is not your name. It is not your future. It is not the whole truth of you. You are more than what hurt you. You are more than what ended. You are more than what did not work out. You are more than the fear that visits your mind at night. You are more than the voice that says you are behind. You are life itself, still breathing, still learning, still opening. The heart does not heal through force. It heals through safety. It heals when it feels it can open without being judged. It heals when you stop telling it to hurry. It heals when you say, I see you, I hear you, I am not leaving you. So if your heart feels tired today, speak to it gently. If your mind feels full, do not shame it. If your body feels tense, do not fight it. Every part of you has been trying to protect you in its own way. Even your fear has been trying to keep you safe. Even your worry has been trying to prepare you. Even your sadness has been asking to be held. Nothing inside you needs hate. Everything inside you needs love. Right now, you may feel like you are standing between the old life and the new one. The old life may still be familiar. The old thoughts may still speak. The old fear may still come close. But something new is also rising. A new peace, a new softness, a new choice, a new way of seeing yourself, a new way of letting life help you. You may not be able to name it yet, but you can feel it. It is the quiet knowing that you do not want to live the same way anymore. You do not want to keep hurting yourself with old words. You do not want to keep closing your heart because the past was painful. You do not want to keep waiting for permission to feel free. And so, life brings you a gentle reminder. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to receive good. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to stop proving that you are worthy. You are already worthy. You are allowed to stop chasing peace outside of yourself and begin remembering it within. You are allowed to stop holding your breath and begin trusting that life is not against you. You are allowed to believe that something good can still happen, even after everything you have been through. The mind may say, "But I have waited so long." The heart may say, "But I am so tired." The body may say, "But I do not know how to let go." And still, healing can begin here. Not because you have no doubts, but because you are willing. Willingness is a small door. You do not have to open the whole house. You only need to open one small door. You only need to say, "I am willing to heal. I am willing to trust. I am willing to receive peace." Life can work with willingness. Life can move through even the smallest opening. This is the moment to stop asking, "Why am I not healed yet?" and begin asking, "How can I love myself today?" Healing does not grow in self-attack. Healing grows in kindness. Healing grows when you stop using pain as proof that you are failing. Healing grows when you stop comparing your path to someone else's path. Your healing has its own timing. Your heart has its own rhythm. Your life has its own way of unfolding. You are not late. You are not too slow. You are not behind. You are moving in the rhythm that belongs to you. Maybe today, the healing is not a big change. Maybe today, the healing is one deep breath without fear. Maybe today, the healing is one kind thought after many harsh ones. Maybe today, the healing is letting yourself cry without calling yourself weak. Maybe today, the healing is drinking water, resting your body, opening your window, or saying no to something that drains you. Maybe today, the healing is admitting that you are tired. Maybe today, the healing is believing, just a little, that life is still with you. And that is enough. Small healing is still healing. A small shift is still a shift. A small breath of peace is still peace. Do not reject the small beginnings. Everything beautiful begins as something small. The flower begins as a seed. The morning begins as a thin line of light. A new life begins as one new choice. So do not wait for a huge sign. Do not wait until you feel completely brave. Begin where you are. Begin with the breath you have. Begin with the heart you have. Begin with the strength you still carry. Begin now, softly. If this message found you, It may be because you are being called back to yourself, not the self that had to be strong all the time, not the self that had to please everyone, not the self that had to hide pain behind a smile, but the true self, the self that is gentle, the self that is wise, the self that knows how to listen, the self that knows you are worthy of love without earning it, the self that knows peace is possible, the self that still believes in light. Let these words be simple. You are safe in this moment. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to stop holding so tightly. You are allowed to let life meet you here. You do not have to carry tomorrow today. You do not have to carry yesterday anymore. You only need to be present with yourself, here and now, with kindness. This moment is not here to judge you. It is here to open you. It is here to remind you that even after the longest night, the heart can still find morning. Healing is about to unfold, not because you have forced it, but because you are ready to allow it. There is a difference between chasing healing and allowing healing. Chasing comes from fear. Allowing comes from trust. Chasing says, I must fix myself before I can be loved. Allowing says, I am loved even as I heal. Chasing feels tight in the body. Allowing feels like a slow exhale. Chasing demands that life move now. Allowing says, I trust the right timing. Today, you are invited to allow. The more you soften, the more you can receive. The more you stop fighting the present moment, the more peace can enter it. The more you stop calling yourself broken, the more you begin to feel whole. You do not have to deny what happened. You do not have to pretend everything was easy. You do not have to cover your pain with false joy. True healing does not ask you to lie. It asks you to tell the truth with love. It asks you to say, yes, this hurt me. Yes, I have carried it. And yes, I am ready to be free. So take another breath. Let it be slow. Let it be kind. Let it remind you that life is still moving through you. Your breath did not abandon you. Your heart did not give up on you. Your spirit is still here. The same life that turns the seasons, opens flowers, moves oceans, and brings the sun. Each morning is also moving within you. You are not separate from that. Life. You are part of it. And if life can renew the earth, it can renew you too. You may have been carrying more than anyone knows. You may have been waking up each day with a quiet heaviness in your chest, doing what needs to be done, answering messages, showing up, smiling when you can, and holding yourself together in ways no one sees. You may have been telling yourself, I am fine, while a deeper part of you has been asking for rest. My dear, you do not have to pretend here. You do not have to make your pain look small. You do not have to explain why you are tired. If your heart feels heavy, it is asking for kindness, not blame. Sometimes the heaviest things are not the things people can see. Sometimes it is the worry you carry in silence, the old memory that still visits, the fear that things will not change, the pressure to be strong, the habit of taking care of everyone else before you take care of yourself, the need to control every detail because you are afraid that if you stop, everything will fall apart. These hidden weights can become so normal that you forget you are carrying them. You begin to think tension is your natural state. You begin to think peace is far away. But peace is not far away. Peace is waiting under the weight. You may have been trying to heal while still judging yourself for needing healing. You may have been trying to move forward while still looking back with sadness. You may have been trying to trust life while still feeling scared of what could happen. That does not mean you are weak. It means you are human. It means you have been through things that asked a lot from you. It means your heart has learned to protect itself. But now, perhaps, the protection has become heavy. Perhaps the walls that once helped you survive now keep you from receiving love, peace, and support. And maybe this is the moment those walls begin to soften. Do not rush this softening. The heart opens gently when it feels safe. If you try to force it, it closes again. So speak to yourself like someone you love. Say, "It is okay. I am here. We do not have to rush. We are safe in this breath." Let your body hear that. Let your nervous system hear that. Let the child within you hear that. So much healing begins when the inner child feels that someone kind is finally listening, that someone is you. You are becoming the safe place you once needed. Maybe you have been carrying guilt. Guilt for not doing more. Guilt for needing rest. Guilt for not being where you thought you would be. Guilt for choices you made when you were tired, afraid, or doing the best you could with what you knew then. But guilt does not heal the past. It only keeps the heart tied to it. You can learn without punishing yourself. You can grow without hating who you were. You can take responsibility without carrying shame. There is a gentle way to become new. There is a loving way to begin again. Maybe you have been carrying fear. Fear that you will not be loved. Fear that you will be left. Fear that you are not enough. Fear that life will repeat the same pain. Fear that if you open your heart, you will be hurt again. My dear, fear speaks loudly, but it does not always speak truth. Fear is often the voice of an old wound. It is the mind trying to protect you from pain that has already passed. You can thank fear for trying to help, but you do not have to let fear lead your whole life. You can say, "I hear you, fear, but love is leading me now." Maybe you have been carrying the need to understand everything. You want to know why it happened, why it ended, why it took so long, why the answer did not come, why someone changed, why life moved the way it did. The mind wants reasons because reasons feel like control. But sometimes peace does not come from understanding every detail. Sometimes peace comes from trusting that even what you do not understand can still be used for your growth. You do not need every answer before you can heal. You can heal while some questions remain open. You can move forward even without the full picture. There is great relief in saying, I do not know everything, and I do not have to. You do not have to hold the whole world in your hands. You do not have to plan every outcome. You do not have to protect yourself from every possible future. You are allowed to live one day at a time. You are allowed to be guided step by step. You are allowed to trust that life can see more than you can see from where you are standing. The bigger picture is not lost just because you cannot see it yet. You may also be carrying words that were spoken to you long ago, words that made you doubt yourself, words that made you feel small, words that taught you to hide your light, silence your needs, or question your worth. But words that hurt you do not have to become the truth of your life. You can choose new words now. You can speak to yourself with love. You can say, I am worthy. I am learning. I am safe to grow. I am allowed to receive good. Every new word is like a fresh seed in the garden of your mind. With care and time, it grows. Your mind may be used to old thoughts. It may repeat them because they are familiar, not because they are true. Familiar does not mean healthy. Familiar does not mean loving. Familiar does not mean it belongs in your future. If an old thought makes you feel small, heavy, afraid, or hopeless, pause before you believe it. Ask gently, is this thought helping me heal? If the answer is no, you can choose again. You do not have to fight the thought. You can simply place a kinder thought beside it. Over time, the kinder thought becomes stronger. There is no shame in being tired. There is no shame in needing support. There is no shame in saying, I cannot carry this the same way anymore. In fact, this may be the beginning of your healing. Many people wait until they are completely empty before they allow themselves to rest. But you do not need to earn rest by breaking down. You are allowed to rest because you are alive. You are allowed to be gentle with yourself before you reach the edge. You are allowed to choose peace before your body forces you to stop. The world often teaches us to keep going, keep proving, keep doing, keep giving. But to his soul whispers something softer. The soul says, come back, come home. Breathe, listen, receive. You are not a machine. You are a living being. You need space. You need kindness. You need quiet moments. You need words that soothe you. You need to feel that you are not only useful when you are strong. You are worthy even when you rest. You are worthy even when you are unsure. You are worthy even when you are healing. If you have been carrying the weight of other people's feelings, let this be a gentle reminder. Not everything is yours to hold. You can love people without carrying their pain as your own. You can care without losing yourself. You can be kind without saying yes to everything. You can be present without giving away all your energy. Healing sometimes begins with giving back what was never yours. It begins with saying, I send love, but I do not carry this. It begins with honoring the space inside you where peace is meant to live. If you have been trying to control life because you are afraid, be kind to yourself. Control often comes from pain. It comes from the part of you that says, I do not want to be hurt again. But control can become a heavy cage. It can make you feel responsible for things that were never yours to manage. It can make your body tight, your breath short, and your mind tired. You were not meant to carry every outcome. You were meant to take loving steps and let life meet you. You were meant to work with life, not fight it. Imagine how much lighter you would feel if you did not have to control every detail. Imagine waking up and saying, today I will do what I can with love, and I will let life handle the rest. Imagine breathing without needing to know how everything will unfold. Imagine trusting that the right doors can open, the wrong doors can close, and you can still be safe. This is not giving up. This is surrender. Surrender is not weakness. Surrender is a deep wisdom that says, I do not have to carry what belongs to life. You may have been carrying sadness for a version of yourself that no longer exists. The old you who had certain dreams. The old you who trusted differently. The old you who did not know what was coming. It is okay to grieve. It is okay to miss who you were before certain things changed. But do not forget, a new you is being born, not a false self, not a harder self, a deeper self, a wiser self, a softer self, a self that knows what matters, a self that is learning to choose peace, a self that can hold pain and still believe in good. Healing does not mean you become who you were before the pain. Sometimes healing means you become more honest, more awake, more loving, more present. It means you stop abandoning yourself. It means you stop begging life to look exactly like the past. It means you open to a new way. There may be parts of you that feel afraid of this new way, and that is okay. Change can feel strange at first, even when it is good. Peace can feel unfamiliar when you have lived in survival for a long time, but unfamiliar does not mean unsafe. Sometimes unfamiliar means new. Let your healing be gentle. Let it be slow if it needs to be slow. Let it be simple. You do not have to announce it. You do not have to explain it. You do not have to make it perfect. Maybe healing today looks like not speaking badly to yourself. Maybe healing today looks like saying no. Maybe healing today looks like taking a walk. Maybe healing today looks like opening your hands and saying, I cannot carry this anymore. Life, help me. Help can come in many forms. A clear thought, a peaceful breath, a kind message, a sudden sense of calm, a door you did not expect, a new strength inside you. Sometimes we think we must be fully ready before we receive healing, but readiness does not always feel like courage. Sometimes readiness feels like being tired of the old pain. Sometimes readiness feels like a quiet enough. Sometimes readiness is simply the small willingness to stop hurting yourself with the same thoughts. Do not wait until you feel powerful. Start with willingness. Start with one kind sentence. Start with one breath. Start with one choice that says, I matter too. You may have been carrying the belief that you must earn love by doing more. But love is not a prize for exhaustion. Love is not something you receive only after you have pleased everyone. Love is not something you deserve only when you are perfect. You are worthy of love now. You are worthy while learning. You are worthy while healing. You are worthy while resting. You are worthy when you do not know what to do next. Your worth was never in question. Only your mind forgot for a while. Let your body hear this. You do not have to prove your right to exist. You do not have to prove your right to be loved. You do not have to prove your right to receive good. You are life, and life is enough. You are here, and that matters. You breathe, and that is sacred. You feel, and that is human. You heal, and that is beautiful. Nothing about your healing needs to be rushed to make others comfortable. You are allowed to take the time you need. If tears come, let them come. Tears are not failure. Tears are water for the dry places inside you. Tears release what words cannot hold. Tears can be a doorway back to softness. If no tears come, that is okay too. Healing does not look the same every day. Some days it is tears. Some days it is silence. Some days it is rest. Some days it is a new thought. Some days it is simply not giving up on yourself. Honor all of it. Every honest moment is part of the healing. You have been carrying too much, but you do not have to carry it the same way after this moment. You can begin to loosen your grip. You can begin to open your hands. You can begin to place one burden down. Not all of them at once. Just one. One worry, one harsh thought, one old story, one fear that no longer needs to lead you. Place it down gently. Say, I release what I am ready to release. I allow life to help me. Let those words enter your body like warm light. There is a place inside you that has never been harmed by the world. A quiet center, a soft space, a part of you that still knows peace. It may feel hidden under worry, pain, and old fear, but it is still there. Healing is not about creating that place. It is about returning to it. Returning again and again, through breath, through kindness, through trust, through small choices, through words that bless you instead of break you. You are coming home to yourself. The old way may have been to push harder. The new way is to listen deeper. The old way may have been to hide your pain. The new way is to hold it with love. The old way may have been to chase peace outside of yourself. The new way is to remember that peace begins within. The old way may have been to believe every fear. The new way is to ask, what would love say now? This is how healing unfolds. Not all at once, but through each gentle return. You do not need to force yourself into happiness. You do not need to pretend that everything is fine. Begin with peace. Peace is softer than happiness. Peace does not demand that life be perfect. Peace says, even here I can breathe. Even here I can be kind to myself. Even here I can trust that life is still moving. Peace is a quiet strength. It does not shout. It does not push. It holds you. It gives you room to heal without pressure. You may have been waiting for someone else to give you permission to rest, to heal, to change, to receive. But today you can give yourself that permission. You can say, I allow myself to heal. I allow myself to be supported. I allow myself to stop carrying what hurts me. I allow myself to begin again. These words are not small. They are a doorway. The moment you give yourself permission, energy begins to move. Something inside you begins to unclench. Something begins to breathe. Let this moment be a turning point, but not a harsh one, a loving one. Not the kind where you say, I must fix everything now. The kind where you say, I will stop being cruel to myself. I will stop calling myself behind. I will stop treating my pain like a weakness. I will stop believing I am alone. This is a holy change. This is the change that makes space for real healing. When you become safe for yourself, life can bring more safety to you. When you become kind to yourself, your body begins to trust you. When your body trusts you, healing can unfold more easily. You have carried so much, and still you are here. That is not small. You have made it through days you once thought would break you. You have breathed through moments that felt too heavy. You have kept going, even when you did not know how. Let yourself honor that. Not with pride that pushes others away, but with quiet respect. Say to yourself, I have come far. I am still here. I am learning to love myself through this. Your heart needs to hear that. Your whole being needs to hear that. Now let the next part of your path be different. Let it be softer. Let it be guided by love instead of fear. Let it include rest. Let it include honest feelings. Let it include asking for help when you need it. Let it include silence. Let it include forgiveness when you are ready. Let it include new thoughts that feel like fresh air. Let it include a simple truth. You do not have to carry everything to be strong. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is put the weight down. Place your hand on your heart if that feels right. Let your palm rest there gently. Feel the warmth of your hand. Feel the rise and fall of your breath. This is your body. This is your heart. This is the place where so much has been held. Speak to it kindly now. Say softly, I am safe. I am ready to heal. I allow life to support me now. Do not rush the words. Let each one land. I am safe. I am ready to heal. I allow life to support me now. Say it again, slowly. I am safe. Even if a part of you does not fully believe it yet, say it with tenderness. Safety can begin as a small feeling. It can begin as one breath where the body loosens a little. It can begin as one moment where you stop fighting yourself. You do not have to feel perfectly safe to plant the thought of safety. You plant it first, and with care, it grows. I am safe. Let those words be like a soft blanket around your nervous system. Let them tell your body, we do not have to run right now. We can breathe. Now say, I am ready to heal. Not ready in a perfect way. Not ready because you know exactly how. Ready because you are willing. Ready because you are tired of carrying pain the old way. Ready because some part of you wants peace more than it wants the old story. Ready because your heart is opening, even if only a little. Healing does not ask for perfect readiness. Healing asks for a doorway. Your willingness is that doorway. I am ready to heal. Feel the power in those simple words. Now say, I allow life to support me now. This may feel new. Many people are used to doing everything alone. Many people are used to pushing, proving, planning, and protecting. To allow support can feel strange at first. But support is not weakness. Support is natural. The tree is supported by the earth. The flower is supported by the sun. The lungs are supported by the breath. You are part of life, and life knows how to support what belongs to it. You are allowed to be supported. You are allowed to receive help, peace, love, guidance, and rest. Let the affirmation move through you again. I am safe. I am ready to heal. I allow life to support me now. These words are not only sounds, they are instructions. They are loving messages to the deeper mind. They tell your body that the old fight can soften. They tell your heart that it does not have to stay closed forever. They tell your spirit that you are willing to return to peace. Every time you repeat them, you are planting a new truth. And with repetition, that truth begins to feel more natural. Your mind may interrupt. It may say, but what if I am not safe? What if healing does not happen? What if life does not support me? Do not fight the mind. Do not shame it. The mind is asking because it has known fear. Simply answer with love. Say, "Thank you for trying to protect me, but right now I choose peace." Then return to the words, "I am safe. I am ready to heal. I allow life to support me now." This is how you train the mind gently, not by force, not by anger, by returning. Every affirmation is a seed. When you repeat it, you water it. When you feel it, you give it sunlight. When you live it in small ways, you help it grow. So if you say, "I am safe," take one safe breath. If you say, "I am ready to heal," speak kindly to yourself. If you say, "I allow life to support me," let yourself receive one small, good thing today. A moment of rest, a kind word, a glass of water, a quiet pause, a little help. This is how the affirmation becomes real. It moves from words into your body, then from your body into your life. Let your heart hear this. You do not have to heal by hating the wounded parts of you. You heal by loving them. You heal by saying, "I see where I have been afraid. I see where I have been hurt. I see where I have been trying so hard, and I am here now." The parts of you that feel broken do not need to be pushed away. They need to be welcomed home. Your fear needs safety. Your sadness needs comfort. Your anger needs understanding. Your tiredness needs rest. Your heart needs patience. Say softly, "Every part of me is welcome in love." Let that be true for this moment. You do not have to like every feeling. You do not have to understand every feeling. But you can stop making your feelings your enemy. Feelings are visitors. They move when they are allowed to be felt with kindness. When you fight them, they stay longer. When you judge them, they become heavier. When you breathe with them, they begin to soften. Place your hand on your heart again and say, "I am not my fear. I am not my pain. I am the loving presence that can hold them." Feel the difference. You are not the storm. You are the sky that can hold the storm. You are not the wave. You are the ocean that can hold the wave. You are not the old story. You are the life that is still writing something new. This is healing. It is the moment you remember that you are larger than what you feel. I am safe. I am ready to heal. I allow life to support me now. Say it as if you are speaking to the deepest part of yourself. Say it as if every cell is listening, because it is. Your body hears the words you speak. Your heart responds to the tone you use. Your mind begins to learn from what you repeat. So repeat love. Repeat peace. Repeat safety. Repeat healing. Repeat trust. Let these words become the new path inside you. You may not feel a big change right away. That is okay. The seed does not become a flower the moment it is planted. The body may need time. The mind may need time. The heart may need time. Be patient with yourself. Healing that lasts is often gentle. It grows quietly. You may notice it first as a softer breath, a calmer thought, a little more space between feeling and reaction, a small moment where you choose not to speak harshly to yourself. These are signs of healing. Honor them. Say, I honor every small sign of healing. This is important. Do not wait for a huge change before you thank yourself. Thank yourself for the small ways you return. Thank yourself for listening. Thank yourself for trying. Thank yourself for breathing through another day. Thank yourself for choosing this moment. Gratitude toward yourself is healing too. Many people thank others, but forget to thank their own heart. Your heart has carried you. Your body has carried you. Your spirit has carried you. They deserve love. Now breathe in and say silently, I receive peace. Breathe out and say silently, I release fear. Again, breathe in, I receive peace. Breathe out, I release fear. Let it be simple. You do not have to push fear away. Just give it room to leave. You do not have to grab peace. Just give it room to enter. Healing is often about making room. Room in your mind, room in your body, room in your heart, room in your day, room for life to move. Maybe there are old beliefs that need to be released. Beliefs like, I have to do everything alone. I am not enough. Nothing good lasts. I cannot trust life. It is too late for me. These beliefs may have felt true because of old pain, but they are not the whole truth. You can begin to choose new beliefs now. I am supported. I am enough. Good can stay. Life is helping me. It is not too late. Say these slowly. Let them be simple. Let them be kind. Let them become new stones on the path you are walking. I am supported. Let that word settle into your body. Supported, not abandoned, not forgotten. Supported by breath, by life, by unseen grace, by your own growing love, by the quiet strength that has brought you this far. I am enough, not when you fix everything, not when everyone approves, not when you never feel fear. Enough now. Enough while healing, enough while learning, enough in this breath. Good can stay. Let your heart open to that. Good does not always have to leave. Peace can stay. Love can stay. New patterns can stay. Healing can stay. The mind may need to hear these truths many times. That is not a problem. Repetition is love in practice. You have repeated old thoughts for a long time, perhaps without knowing. Now you can repeat new ones with care. Do not expect one affirmation to erase every fear. Just keep returning. Each return matters. Each return builds trust. Each return tells your deeper self, we are choosing a new way now. Place both hands on your heart if that feels good. Feel the steady presence beneath your hands. Say, dear heart, I am listening now. Pause. Dear body, I am learning to care for you. Pause. Dear life, I am willing to be guided. Pause. These words create a bridge between you and the deeper wisdom within you. You are not only speaking into the air, you are speaking into your own being. You are becoming a friend to yourself. There may be places inside you that do not trust easily. Let them take their time. Do not force them. Say, you are allowed to heal at your own pace. This is a loving sentence. Some parts of you may still feel afraid. Some parts may still want to hide. Some parts may still expect pain. Love them anyway. The goal is not to make every part of you change instantly. The goal is to create a safe inner home where each change can happen naturally. I am safe. I am ready to heal. I allow life to support me now. Let this be your anchor. When the mind races, return to it. When the heart feels heavy, return to it. When the body feels tense, return to it. When old fear rises, return to it. Not as a task, not as a rule, as a kindness, as a hand reaching for your own hand, as a light in a dark room, as a reminder that you are not lost. Healing is not about becoming someone else. It is about remembering who you are beneath the pain. You are not the fear that came from the past. You are not the shame that someone else's words left behind. You are not the sadness that visits at night. You are not the doubt that questions your worth. You are the one who can breathe with all of it and still choose love. You are the one who can place a hand on your heart and say, I am here. That presence is powerful. Say, I am here for myself now. Feel that. This may be one of the most healing things you can say. For too long, you may have left yourself during hard moments. You may have judged yourself, ignored yourself, or pushed yourself harder when you needed care. But now you can return. I am here for myself now. This is not selfish. This is sacred. When you are present with yourself, you become more peaceful. When you are more peaceful, you bring more peace into everything you touch. Let the affirmation become even softer now. I am safe to soften. Breathe. I am safe to rest. Breathe. I am safe to receive. Breathe. I am safe to heal. Breathe. Notice which sentence touches you most. Notice where your body responds. Healing often begins with noticing. You do not need to judge what you notice. Just listen. Your body has wisdom. Your heart has wisdom. The quiet part of you knows what it needs. If the sentence, "I am safe to receive," feels hard, stay with it gently. Many people know how to give, but not how to receive. Many people know how to work, but not how to rest. Many people know how to help others, but not how to allow help for themselves. Receiving is a healing practice. It asks you to believe that good can come to you without struggle. It asks you to open your hands. It asks you to let life be kind to you. You are allowed to receive. You are allowed to be loved. You are allowed to let good come in. Say, "I open my heart to the good that is ready for me." Do not force the heart open, just invite it. An invitation is gentle. It says, "You may open when you are ready." The heart responds well to gentleness. The more you force, the more it protects itself. The more you love, the more it trusts. So let your healing be an invitation, not a demand. Let your growth be a conversation, not a battle. Let your new life begin with care. Maybe right now you can imagine a small light in your heart. Not a bright light that blinds you. A soft light, a warm light, a light that has always been there. With each breath, it grows a little brighter. With each kind word, it spreads a little wider. It moves into the places that feel tight. It touches the places that feel sad. It warms the places that feel forgotten. You do not have to do anything. Just allow, just breathe. Just let the light remind you that healing is possible. Say, "The light within me is still alive," because it is. It may have been covered by stress. It may have been hidden under fear. It may have felt dim for a while, but it is still alive. And now, with love, it can grow. You do not need to become light. You already carry it. You are simply letting it shine again. I am safe. I am ready to heal. I allow life to support me now. Let this be the rhythm. Let it move like a gentle wave through your mind. Safe, ready, supported. Safe, ready, supported. These words are simple, but simple words can reach deep places. The deepest healing often does not need hard words. It needs true words. It needs kind words. It needs words the heart can understand. There is nothing you need to prove in this moment. You do not need to prove you are spiritual enough. You do not need to prove you are positive enough. You do not need to prove you are healed enough. You only need to be honest and kind. If you feel sad, bring kindness there. If you feel afraid, bring kindness there. If you feel numb, bring kindness there. Kindness is the medicine that can enter places pressure cannot reach. Say, I choose kindness toward myself today. Let that be enough for now. Not a perfect life, not a perfect mind, not a perfect heart, just kindness. Kindness when you wake, kindness when you make a mistake, kindness when old feelings rise, kindness when you need rest, kindness when you do not know what comes next. Kindness is the ground where healing can grow. Your healing does not need to be rushed. It needs to be trusted. The flower does not bloom because someone yells at it. It blooms because it receives the right light, the right water, and the right time. You are the same. You need light. You need care. You need patience. You need time. And you are worthy of all of it. Say, I give myself time to heal. Breathe. I give myself love as I heal. Breathe. I trust the timing of my healing. Breathe. The heart may ask, what if I fall back into old patterns? Then answer gently, I can return. That is all. You do not need to be perfect to heal. You only need to return. Return to the breath. Return to the heart. Return to the affirmation. Return to the kind thought. Return to the next small step. A path is made by returning. A new life is made by small choices repeated with love. I can return to peace. Say that softly. I can return to myself. Say it again. I can return to love. Let these words remind you that no moment is wasted. Even if you forget, you can remember. Even if you close, you can open. Even if you fall into fear, you can come back to trust. This is healing. This is the gentle practice of coming home. Place your hand on your heart one more time. Let the breath move slowly. Say, I am safe. I am ready to heal. I allow life to support me now. Let the words become quiet inside you. Let them sink beneath the noise. Let them touch the part of you that has been waiting for permission to rest. Let them touch the part of you that has been asking for hope. Let them touch the part of you that still believes, even softly, that healing is about to unfold. Healing is already moving in you, even if you cannot feel it clearly yet. Sometimes the most important changes begin quietly. They do not always arrive with a loud sign. They do not always come with a sudden answer. They do not always make everything look different right away. Sometimes healing begins as a small breath that feels a little easier. Sometimes it begins as one moment where your heart does not feel as heavy as before. Sometimes it begins when you stop fighting yourself for just a few seconds and say, maybe I can be gentle with myself today. Do not think that nothing is happening just because everything looks the same on the outside. Many beautiful things begin under the surface. A seed does not show its roots to the world at first. It grows in the dark, hidden in the soil, long before anyone sees a green leaf. The same is true for you. Your healing may be growing in places no one can see. It may be taking root in your heart, in your thoughts, in your body, and in your spirit. You may not have the full flower yet, but something new has already begun. You may be waiting for proof that healing is happening. You may be looking for a big change, a clear sign, or a strong feeling of peace. But healing does not always begin with proof. Often, it begins with trust. It begins when you say, even if I cannot see it yet, I choose to believe that life is helping me. It begins when you stop using the outside world as the only sign of progress. It begins when you honor the small changes inside you, the softer thought, the deeper breath, the desire to try again, the wish to feel better. These are not small things. These are signs that your soul is waking up. Maybe you still feel pain. That does not mean healing is not happening. Maybe you still feel fear. That does not mean you are not growing. Maybe you still have old thoughts. That does not mean you are failing. Healing is not the absence of every hard feeling. Healing is the way you begin to meet those feelings with more love. Healing is when fear comes, and instead of attacking yourself, you breathe. Healing is when sadness comes, and instead of hiding it, you hold it gently. Healing is when an old memory rises, and instead of becoming lost in it, you say, I am here now, I am safe now, I am learning now. There is a quiet power in noticing that you are not the same as you once were. You may still be healing, but you are more aware now. You may still feel tender, but you are listening more deeply now. You may still have moments of doubt, but you are also choosing new words. Before, you may have believed every fearful thought. Now, perhaps, you pause. Before, you may have pushed yourself too hard. Now, perhaps, you ask what your body needs. Before, you may have thought pain was your identity. Now, perhaps, you are beginning to see that pain is something moving through you, not something that defines. You say softly, healing is moving in me now. Let those words be simple. Let them be calm. Let them be enough. You do not have to know exactly how the healing is moving. You do not have to understand every step. Your body knows things your mind cannot explain. Your heart knows how to soften when it feels safe. Your spirit knows how to return to light. The same life that heals a cut on your skin also knows how to bring healing to the unseen places within you. Sometimes healing feels like rest. Sometimes healing feels like tears. Sometimes healing feels like silence. Sometimes healing feels like finally telling the truth to yourself. Sometimes healing feels like not answering right away. Sometimes healing feels like walking away from what keeps hurting you. Sometimes healing feels like staying still and breathing until your body remembers that this moment is not the past. Do not decide what healing must look like. Let it come in the way it needs to come. There are times when healing feels uncomfortable because it asks you to release what became familiar. Even pain can become familiar. Even worry can become familiar. Even old patterns can feel like home because you have lived with them for so long. But familiar does not always mean safe. Familiar does not always mean loving. Familiar does not always mean it belongs in your future. When healing begins, it may gently show you what you can no longer carry. It may show you where you have been saying yes when your soul needed you to say no. It may show you where you have been speaking harshly to yourself. It may show you where you have been waiting for someone else to give you love that you can begin giving yourself now. This does not mean you must change everything at once. Healing is not here to overwhelm you. Healing is here to guide you. One thought at a time, one breath at a time, one choice at a time. You do not need to fix your whole life today. You only need to let life touch one place inside you. One place that feels tired. One place that feels afraid. One place that has been waiting for kindness. Place your hand on your heart and say, "This place in me is allowed to heal." Maybe there is a part of you that still does not believe healing is possible. Love that part too. Do not push it away. Do not call it negative. That part may have been disappointed before. That part may have hoped before and felt hurt. That part may be trying to protect you from more pain. So speak to it gently. Say, "I understand why you are afraid. I understand why you do not trust easily. We do not have to rush. We can heal slowly. We can heal safely." When you stop fighting the afraid parts of yourself, they begin to feel less alone. Healing needs safety. Healing needs patience. Healing needs soft words. Healing needs space. If you keep telling yourself, "I should be over this by now," your heart becomes tight. If you keep asking, "Why am I still like this?" your body hears judgment. But when you say, "I am healing at my own pace," something opens. When you say, "It is okay to take time," the body begins to relax. When you say, "I am learning how to love myself through this," the heart begins to trust you. Say softly, "I am healing at my own pace." Again, "I am healing at my own pace." Let this truth settle into you. You do not have to heal on anyone else's timeline. You do not have to explain why you need more time. You do not have to compare your journey to another person's journey. A flower does not compare its blooming to the tree beside it. The moon does not rush because the sun is bright. Everything in nature has its own rhythm, and so do you. There may be days when you feel strong and days when you feel tender. Both are part of healing. There may be days when you feel open and days when you feel closed. Both are part of healing. There may be days when you feel full of hope and days when old fear comes back. This does not mean you went backward. It means another layer is asking for love. Healing is not always a straight path. Sometimes it moves in circles. Sometimes it returns to old places so you can meet them with new kindness. Do not call that failure. Call it practice. Each time you return to love, healing becomes stronger. Each time you choose a kind thought, healing becomes stronger. Each time you breathe instead of reacting from old pain, healing becomes stronger. Each time you rest instead of pushing past your limit, healing becomes stronger. Each time you say, I am worthy of peace, even when your mind doubts it, healing becomes stronger. You are teaching your whole being a new way to live. There is no need to force healing. You cannot pull a flower open with your hands and call that blooming. If you force it, you harm it. The flower opens when the time is right, when it has enough light, enough water, enough warmth. You are the same. You need the light of kind words. You need the water of gentle care. You need the warmth of patience. And then, little by little, something in you opens naturally. So today, do not ask, why am I not fully healed? Ask instead, what kind thing can I give myself right now? Maybe you need rest. Maybe you need silence. Maybe you need to drink water. Maybe you need to stop repeating a painful thought. Maybe you need to forgive yourself for not knowing better before. Maybe you need to let yourself feel without making the feeling wrong. Maybe you need to say, I am doing the best I can, and I am allowed to grow. The body listens to love. The heart responds to safety. The mind can learn new ways. You are not stuck forever. You are not trapped in the old story. You are not the same person you were when the pain first began. You have learned. You have survived. You have become more aware. And now, awareness is becoming healing. What once felt hidden is coming into the light. What once felt too painful to touch is being met with tenderness. What once felt like a wall may slowly become a doorway. Say softly, what was heavy can become lighter. Breathe, what was closed can open. Breathe, what was wounded can heal. Breathe. These words are not here to rush you. They are here to remind you that change is possible. Life can move in ways the mind cannot plan. Peace can enter places that once felt impossible. A new feeling can grow where old fear used to live. Sometimes you may not notice healing because you are looking only for the final result. But healing is in the small moments. It is in the moment you choose not to answer yourself with criticism. It is in the moment you notice your breath. It is in the moment you pause before falling into an old pattern. It is in the moment you say, I need care. It is in the moment you stop chasing someone's approval and begin giving yourself respect. It is in the moment you let yourself be human. Let this be simple. You are healing when you stop abandoning yourself. You are healing when you listen to your body. You are healing when you choose peace over old drama. You are healing when you let yourself receive love without pushing it away. You are healing when you stop calling yourself too much, too late, too broken, or too difficult. You are healing when you remember that you are worthy even while you are still learning. Healing may also ask you to forgive yourself, not because everything was okay, not because nothing mattered, but because you deserve freedom from endless self-punishment. You did what you could with the awareness you had. You acted from the place you were in. You may see things differently now, and that is growth. But do not use your new awareness to attack your old self. Use it to bless your future self. Say, I forgive myself for not knowing what I know now. I allow myself to grow in peace. There is deep power in this. When you forgive yourself, energy that was trapped in shame begins to return to you. When you stop fighting the past, you have more strength for the present. When you stop calling yourself wrong, you begin to feel safe enough to change. Shame freezes the heart. Love opens it. Shame says, you are bad. Love says, you are learning. Shame says, you will never change. Love says, you can begin again. Choose the voice that helps you heal. Say softly, I am learning, I am growing, I am healing. Again, I am learning, I am growing, I am healing. These words are easy, but they are strong. They give your mind a new path. They give your heart a new home. They give your body a softer message. You do not need to speak harshly to yourself to become better. You grow better in love. Right now, even if your life does not look healed yet, healing can still be unfolding. Even if your emotions are not calm yet, healing can still be unfolding. Even if you still have questions, healing can still be unfolding. The river does not stop flowing because there are rocks in its path. It moves around them. It keeps going. It finds a way. Your healing is like that river. It may move around fear. It may move around old pain. It may move slowly through tight places, but it is still moving. Trust the quiet movement. Trust the small shift. Trust the breath. Trust the moment where you feel a little less alone. Trust the part of you that wants peace. That desire for peace is not random. It is the voice of life inside you calling you home. It is the part of you that remembers there is more for you than survival. There is rest. There is love. There is joy. There is trust. There is a softer way to live. Let your heart receive this now. Healing is not far away. Healing is not only for other people. Healing is not something you must earn by suffering more. Healing is your natural return to love. Healing is life remembering itself through you. Healing is the breath that says, I am still here. Healing is the light that says, I can enter this place too. Healing is the quiet truth that even after pain, your heart can open again. You do not need to control every detail for your life to unfold in the right way. You do not need to hold every answer in your hands. You do not need to know exactly how things will happen, when they will happen, who will arrive, what door will open, or what path will appear. The need to control often comes from fear. It comes from the part of you that says, if I do not hold everything tightly, I will not be safe. But my dear, holding too tightly can make the heart tired. It can make the body tense. It can make the mind believe that peace can only come after everything is fixed. But peace can begin before everything is fixed. Peace can begin while the answer is still forming. Peace can begin while the road is still unclear. Peace can begin when you say, I do not know everything, but I trust that I am guided. This does not mean you stop caring. This does not mean you stop taking loving action. It means you stop carrying what was never yours to carry. It means you stop trying to do the work of life all by yourself. Control feels like strength at first, but after a while, it becomes heavy. It tells you to watch every detail, plan every outcome, protect yourself from every possible pain, and never relax. It makes you believe that if you think enough, worry enough, and prepare enough, you can stop anything difficult from happening. But worry is not protection. Fear is not guidance when it is running the whole house. Overthinking does not always create safety. Sometimes it only creates more noise. Take a slow breath and let your shoulders drop. Say softly, I release the need to control everything. Notice what happens in your body. Maybe part of you relaxes, maybe part of you resists. Both are okay. The part of you that resists is not wrong. It may have learned that control was the only way to feel safe. It may have learned that if you did not stay alert, something would go wrong. But now you can teach that part a new truth. You can say, thank you for trying to protect me. We are learning another way now. The new way is trust, not blind trust, not careless trust. Gentle trust. Trust that says, I will do my part and I will let life do its part. Trust that says, I will take the next step, but I do not need to force the whole path open today. Trust that says, I can be present with this moment instead of living in fear of every future moment. Trust is not doing nothing. Trust is doing what you can from peace instead of panic. Fear often speaks in the language of what if. What if it does not work? What if I am not ready? What if I fail? What if I lose something? What if I am left behind? What if I open my heart and get hurt? The mind can create many stories. One fear becomes 10 fears. One question becomes a storm. But you do not have to follow every fear to the end. You can pause. You can breathe. You can ask, is this fear helping me right now, or is it only making me smaller? If fear is helping you take a wise step, listen with calm. But if fear is only making you freeze, making you doubt your worth, making you close your heart, or making you hold life with clenched fists, then it is time to lead yourself with love. Say, "Fear, I hear you, but you are not my leader. Love is leading me now." Let that become a practice. Every time fear tries to take the wheel, place your hand on your heart and return to love. Control often makes us believe that we are alone. It says, "You must do it all. You must make it happen. You must carry everyone. You must solve everything." But this is not true. You are not alone in life. You are part of life. You are supported by breath, by earth, by unseen grace, by wisdom, by quiet timing, by the strength that has carried you through every hard day until now. You may not always see support in the way you expect, but support is still there. Think about your breath. You do not force every breath to come. You do not stay awake all night, reminding your heart to beat. Life is already moving in you without your control. Your body is doing many things for you right now. Your heart beats, your lungs breathe, your cells renew. Your body is always trying to return to balance. If life can support you in these silent ways, perhaps it can support you in other ways too. Say softly, "Life supports me in ways I can and cannot see." Let that sentence be a doorway. You do not have to understand every form of support. Sometimes support looks like a door closing. Sometimes support looks like a delay. Sometimes support looks like a quiet feeling that tells you to wait. Sometimes support looks like a person leaving so you can return to yourself. Sometimes support looks like not getting what you thought you wanted because something better is forming. The mind may not understand at first, but the heart can learn to trust. Letting go of control does not mean you stop having desires. It means you stop choking them with fear. You can want healing. You can want love. You can want peace. You can want change. You can want a new beginning. But you do not have to chase these things with panic. You can hold them with open hands. You can say, "This is what I desire, and I trust life to guide me in the right way." Open hands receive more than clenched fists. A calm heart hears more than a fearful mind. Imagine holding a small bird in your hands. If you squeeze too tightly, you hurt what you love. But if your hands are gentle, the bird feels safe. It can rest, it can breathe, it can stay or fly. This is how to hold your dreams. This is how to hold your healing. This is how to hold the future, not with fear, not with force, with gentle care, with trust, with enough space for life to move. Fear wants a guarantee before it relaxes. But life does not always give guarantees. Life gives guidance. Life gives the next step. Life gives inner nudges. Life gives quiet strength. Life gives small signs. Life gives moments of peace. If you wait for a full guarantee before you breathe, you may wait too long. But if you trust the next step, you begin to move. And as you move, more is shown. The path is often revealed through walking, not waiting. Say softly, I do not need the whole path. I trust the next step. Again, I do not need the whole path. I trust the next step. Let this be simple. Today's step may be small. It may be rest. It may be one honest conversation. It may be one boundary. It may be one prayer. It may be one page written. It may be one loving thought. It may be not reacting. It may be choosing peace for 5 minutes. The next step is enough. When you release control, you make room for peace. When you release fear, you make room for love. When you release the need to know everything, you make room for guidance. Your mind becomes quieter. Your body becomes softer. Your heart becomes more open. Life can reach you more easily when you are not locked in fear. Answers can come when the mind is not shouting. Support can arrive when the heart is not closed. There may be old pain behind your need to control. Be gentle with that. Maybe at some point, life felt unsafe. Maybe someone disappointed you. Maybe something changed suddenly. Maybe you learned that you had to be the strong one. Maybe you learned that if you did not manage everything, no one else would. So control became a shield. It helped you survive. But now perhaps the shield is too heavy. Perhaps what once protected you is now keeping you from receiving. You can honor the shield and still put it down. You can say, "Thank you for helping me before. I do not need to carry you the same way now." This is how we release with love. We do not attack the old pattern. We thank it, and then we choose again. We say, "Control, you tried to keep me safe. Fear, you tried to warn me. But now I am learning trust. Now I am learning peace. Now I am learning that I can be safe without holding everything so tightly." Let your body feel what it is like to release even one small thing. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, imagine one worry leaving your chest. Not every worry, just one. One thought you have been holding too tightly. One fear about tomorrow. One question you cannot answer right now. Let it move out with the breath. Say, "I release this for now." You can pick it up later if you must, but for this moment, let it rest. Let your body know what it feels like not to carry everything at once. Fear often tells you that if you stop worrying, you will stop caring. But this is not true. You can care deeply and still be peaceful. You can love someone and still let them have their own path. You can want a dream and still trust its timing. You can face a challenge and still breathe. Worry is not proof of love. Panic is no to proof of responsibility. You are allowed to care without suffering every second. You are allowed to be devoted without being tense. You are allowed to be present without being afraid. Say softly, I can care without carrying fear. Let that touch your heart. You can care for your future without fearing it. You can care for your healing without forcing it. You can care for people without losing yourself. You can care for your dreams without chasing them in panic. This is a new way. This is a softer way. This is a way that lets your nervous system breathe. Control also often hides in the need to know why. Why did this happen? Why did it end? Why did I have to go through that? Why did life take so long? These questions are human. They are not wrong. But if you live inside them for too long, they can become a cage. Sometimes the mind wants answers that the heart is not ready to receive. Sometimes the meaning comes later. Sometimes clarity grows after peace, not before it. You do not need to understand everything before you can release some of the pain. You can say, I do not understand this yet, but I am willing to be at peace. This is a powerful sentence. It frees you from waiting for every answer before you allow yourself to breathe. You are allowed to have peace before you understand. You are allowed to rest before the full picture appears. You are allowed to trust that meaning can come in time. The heart can heal even while the mind still has questions. There is a deep wisdom in surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up on your life. It means giving up the belief that fear must control your life. It means you stop fighting the present moment as if peace can only exist somewhere else. It means you say, this is where I am, and I will meet this moment with love. Surrender opens the body. It softens the breath. It gives your spirit room to speak. Say softly, I surrender to peace. I surrender to love. I surrender to the healing that is already unfolding. Let the words move slowly. You do not have to surrender everything in one moment. Surrender can happen in layers. Today, you may surrender one worry. Tomorrow, one old thought. Another day, one need to control the future. Each release creates more space. Each space allows more grace. When fear rises again, do not think you have failed. Fear may rise many times. Each time you have a chance to respond differently. Before, fear may have led you into panic. Now, fear can become a reminder to breathe. Before, fear may have made you close your heart. Now, fear can become a place where you bring love. Before, fear may have made you control. Now, fear can become a doorway into trust. You can ask fear, what are you trying to protect? Then listen. Maybe fear is trying to protect your heart. Maybe fear is trying to protect your dignity. Maybe fear is trying to protect your sense of safety. Thank it, then give it a better job. Say, "You do not need to scare me to protect me. You can remind me to be kind. You can remind me to move slowly. You can remind me to listen to my being. Odie, but you do not get to close my life." This is how fear becomes softer. This is how control begins to relax. This is how the heart learns that it can be safe without being locked. You are not forcing fear away. You are teaching it that love is stronger. You are teaching your inner world that peace is possible even when life is not fully known. Let this truth settle in. You are not meant to drag life where you think it should go. You are meant to walk with life. You are meant to listen, move, rest, choose, release, and trust. Life is not your enemy. Life is not trying to punish you. Life is always inviting you into deeper awareness, deeper love, and deeper freedom. Even the hard places can become teachers. Even the delays can shape you. Even the closed doors can guide you towards something more true. Say softly, "I let life guide me." Breathe. "I let love lead me." Breathe. "I let peace hold me." Breathe. These words are simple, but they carry a soft power. The more you repeat them, the more your body begins to believe that it does not need to live in fear all the time. The more your body feels safe, the more healing can unfold. The more healing unfolds, the more trust grows. You do not have to be fearless. You only have to stop letting fear be the only voice you follow. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is taking one loving step while fear is still learning to trust. Peace is not the absence of problems. Peace is remembering that you are held even while life is changing. Surrender is not weakness. Surrender is the moment you stop fighting the river and let it carry you toward what is meant for you. Open your hands gently. Let them rest open as if you are ready to receive. Say, "I release what I cannot control. I receive the peace that is here for me now." Again, I release what I cannot control. I receive the peace that is here for me now. Let your hands teach your heart. Open hands, open breath, open heart. This is the posture of trust. This is the space where healing can enter. Everything that is meant to unfold in your life has its own timing. Not the timing of fear, not the timing of pressure, not the timing of comparison, the timing of life, the timing of growth, the timing of your heart becoming ready to hold what it has been asking for. Sometimes the mind wants everything now because it is tired of waiting. But life does not move by panic. Life moves by wisdom. And wisdom often works quietly behind the scenes before anything appears in front of you. You may have been asking, "Why is this taking so long?" You may have wondered why the answer has not arrived yet. why the healing has not felt complete yet, why the door has not opened yet, why the peace has not stayed yet. But what if the waiting is not punishment? What if the waiting is preparation? What if life is not denying you, but shaping you, steadying you, softening you, and making space for something better than what fear was trying to force? Divine timing does not always feel easy to the mind. The mind likes dates. The mind likes plans. The mind likes control. The mind wants to know when, where, and how. But the soul understands seasons. The soul understands that the flower does not bloom in the same moment the seed is planted. The soul understands that the night has its place before morning. The soul understands that some things need time, not because they are lost, but because they are becoming ready. Say softly, I trust the timing of my healing. Let that sentence move through you. I trust the timing of my healing. Again, I trust the timing of my healing. You do not have to love the waiting. You do not have to pretend that patience is always easy. You only need to be willing to believe that waiting can have meaning. You only need to be willing to stop using delay as proof that life has forgotten you. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not late. You are in a season, and every season has a purpose. Winter does not look like spring, but winter is not useless. In winter, roots grow deeper. The earth rests. Life gathers strength under the surface. If you judge winter because it does not look like flowers, you miss its quiet work. If your life feels like winter right now, do not call it failure. Something may be strengthening inside you. Something may be resting. Something may be preparing to bloom when the time is right. Trusting divine timing means you stop comparing your season to someone else's season. Someone else may be blooming while you are rooting. Someone else may be receiving while you are preparing. Someone else may be walking through an open door while you are learning to trust a closed one. This does not mean you are less blessed. It means your path is your own. The sun does not rise for every place at the same exact moment, but it rises. Your light has not been canceled. Your morning is still coming. Say softly, my path is unfolding in the right way for me. Let that be enough. You do not need to copy another person's timing. You do not need to rush because someone else seems ahead. You do not need to feel ashamed because your healing is taking time. Your soul has its own rhythm. Your life has its own order. Your blessings know how to find you when you are ready to receive them. Sometimes what we want has to meet us when we are able to hold it with peace. If it comes too soon, fear may push it away. If it comes before the heart is ready, we may not recognize it. If it arrives while we still believe we are unworthy, we may not let it stay. So life prepares us. It teaches us to open. It teaches us to trust. It teaches us to receive without fear. It teaches us to stop living from the old wound. Then, when the right thing arrives, we can meet it with a steadier heart. This is why some delays are not against you. Some delays protect you. Some delays give you time to grow into the person who can receive what you have been praying for. Some delays remove what is not right. Some delays show you what you truly want. Some delays teach you patience, self-love, and inner strength. The mind sees delay and says nothing is happening. The soul sees delay and says something is being prepared. Say softly, what is meant for me is being prepared, and I am being prepared too. Let this be a calming thought. Life is not only preparing the blessing, life is preparing you. It is helping your nervous system feel safe enough to receive. It is helping your heart become open enough to love. It is helping your mind become clear enough to choose. It is helping your spirit become strong enough to trust. Preparation is not punishment. Preparation is love in a quiet form. You may want healing to come all at once. That is natural. When the heart hurts, it wants relief. When the body is tired, it wants rest. When the mind is full, it wants silence. But deep healing often comes layer by layer. If everything opened at once, it might feel like too much. So life brings healing in gentle waves, a little release, a little insight, a little peace, a little courage, a little more truth, a little more rest. Over time, those small waves change the whole shore. Do not reject gentle progress because it is not dramatic. Gentle progress is still progress. A calmer reaction is progress. One honest boundary is progress. One night of better sleep is progress. One kind thought is progress. One moment where you choose not to return to the old pattern is progress. One breath where you remember you are safe is progress. Divine timing often works through small steps that do not look powerful at first, but they become powerful through repetition. Say softly, I honor small steps. I honor slow healing. I honor the timing of life. Let your body rest in those words. You do not need to push to prove that healing is happening. You do not need to rush to prove that you are worthy. You are worthy now. Your healing is worthy now. Your slow steps are worthy now. There is a kind of peace that comes when you stop asking life to hurry. It does not mean you stop desiring good. It means you stop suffering while good is forming. You can want something deeply and still breathe. You can wait for something important and still live today. You can hope for tomorrow and still be present now. Divine timing invites you to stop placing all your peace in a future moment. It says, peace is available here too. Say, I do not have to wait for everything to change before I can feel peace. This is a beautiful truth. You can feel peace in small ways today. You can feel peace in your breath. You can feel peace in a quiet room. You can feel peace in a kind word. You can feel peace in placing your hand on your heart. You can feel peace in releasing one worry. You can feel peace in trusting that what belongs to you is not lost. What belongs to you in truth cannot miss you. This does not mean every desire will arrive in the exact form your mind expects. Sometimes life brings something better. Sometimes life changes your desire as you grow. Sometimes life removes what you thought you wanted so you can receive what your soul truly needs. Trust does not demand that life obey fear's plan. Trust says, I am open to the highest good, even if it comes in a form I did not expect. Say softly, I am open to the highest good. Again, I am open to the highest good. Let it. His sentence loosened the grip of fear. You do not have to force one exact outcome. You can allow life to surprise you. You can allow good to come through a different door. You can allow peace to arrive in a new way. You can allow healing to unfold in a way that your mind did not plan, but your soul understands. Sometimes the thing you think is a delay is actually alignment. Life may be moving people, places, lessons, and moments into the right order. You may not see it yet. You may only see the waiting, but behind the waiting, something can be shifting. A conversation may be forming. An opportunity may be moving closer. A truth may be becoming clear. A part of you may be becoming ready. The unseen is not empty. The unseen can be full of quiet work. This is why faith matters. Faith is not pretending that you never doubt. Faith is choosing trust even when doubt is present. Faith is saying, I cannot see it yet, but I can still breathe. Faith is saying, I do not know how this will unfold, but I believe life is guiding me. Faith is saying, I release the belief that I have been forgotten. Faith is a soft light you carry before the sun rises. Place your hand on your heart and say, I have not been forgotten. Let that enter deeply. I have not been forgotten. Again, I have not been forgotten. Your mind may have believed this because the answer took time. Your heart may have feared this because the waiting felt long. But delay is not abandonment. Silence is not always absence. Sometimes silence is where life is arranging things quietly. Sometimes silence is where your soul learns to hear its own voice. If you feel impatient, do not judge yourself. Impatience is often pain asking for comfort. It says, I am tired. I want relief. I want to know that something good is coming. So comfort yourself. Say, I understand. Waiting has been hard, but we are safe in this breath. We can take one step today. We can trust one moment at a time. This is how patience becomes loving. Patience is not forcing yourself to feel calm. Patience is supporting yourself while life unfolds. You do not need to wait perfectly. You can wait honestly. You can say, this is hard, and I still trust. You can say, I feel tired, and I still believe healing is moving. You can say, I do not see the full path, and I still choose the next loving step. This kind of honesty is powerful. It does not deny your feelings. It holds them inside a larger trust. Divine timing also teaches you to stop living only in the future. The future may hold blessings, yes, but this moment also holds life. This breath is part of your path. This day is part of your healing. This small choice is part of what you are becoming. Do not miss today because you are waiting for tomorrow. Do not miss the small good because you are looking only for the big answer. Life is meeting you now too. Say softly, "This moment is part of my healing." Breathe. This breath is part of my path. Breathe. This day is not wasted. Breathe. Even a quiet day can serve you. Even a slow season can shape you. Even a pause can prepare you. Nothing is wasted when you meet it with love. There may be things you had to lose before you could become free. There may be plans that had to change before your true path could open. There may be relationships, habits, or old identities that could not come with you into the next season. At first, this may feel like loss. Later, it may reveal itself as guidance. Life sometimes removes what your hands would never release on their own. And though that can be painful, it can also become the beginning of your freedom. Trust does not mean every moment feels easy. Trust means you allow meaning to unfold over time. Trust means you do not decide the story is over just because one chapter is hard. Trust means you believe that life can still bring beauty from what feels broken. Trust means you let the ending of one thing become the opening for another. Trust means you say, "I am willing to be guided into something better." Say softly, "I am willing to be guided into something better." Let this be a prayer and a promise. You do not need to know what better looks like yet. You only need to be willing. Willingness opens the heart. Willingness makes space. Willingness tells life, "I am not closing myself to good just because the past was painful." If the past did not unfold the way you wanted, bless the lessons and release the need to keep replaying them. If the future has not arrived yet, bless the waiting and return to today. If your heart feels unsure, bless the uncertainty and take one gentle breath. The present moment is where your power lives, not in the past, not in the future. Here, now, in this breath, in this choice, in this soft return to trust. The timing of your healing is sacred. The timing of your growth is sacred. The timing of your next door is sacred. You do not need to fight the clock. You do not need to fear that life has missed you. What is truly aligned with your highest good knows how to arrive. And if something has not arrived yet, you can trust that either it is still forming or life is guiding you towards something more fitting for your soul. Say softly, I trust what stays. I trust what leaves. I trust what comes in the right time. These words may feel big, so say them gently. You are not forcing yourself to be peaceful. You are inviting peace. You are allowing your heart to loosen its grip on fear. You are reminding yourself that life is wider than this one moment, wiser than this one worry, and more loving than this one delay. You are not late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being shaped. You are being softened. You are being prepared. You are being guided. The healing that is meant for you is already unfolding in the rhythm that your soul can hold. The peace that belongs to you is finding its way through the places that have been tight. The good that is right for you is not confused. It knows the way. Take a slow breath and say, I trust divine timing. I trust the timing of my healing. What is meant for me will not miss me. Let those words rest inside you. Let them become a soft place for your heart. Let them remind you that you do not have to chase life with fear. You can walk with life in trust. You can allow the next season to open in its own perfect way. Close your eyes if that feels right, or simply let your gaze become soft. You do not have to force anything. You do not have to imagine perfectly. You do not have to do this the right way. Just allow yourself to be here, in this moment, with your breath, with your body, with your heart. Let everything become a little slower. Let the outside world become quiet for a moment. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw soften. Let your hands rest open. This is your time to receive. This is your time to be held by peace. Take a slow breath in, and as you breathe out, allow the body to know that it does not have to fight right now. You are not trying to fix your whole life in this moment. You are not trying to understand every pain. You are not trying to solve every question. You are simply allowing healing to come close. Sometimes the heart needs a quiet place before it can open. Sometimes the body needs stillness before it can relax. Sometimes the soul needs a gentle picture before it can believe that peace is possible again. Now imagine above you a soft golden light. It is warm, calm, and gentle. It is not too bright. It does not force itself upon you. It simply shines with love. This light feels safe. It feels kind. It feels like something you have known before, maybe before the worry, before the fear, before the heaviness. It is the light of life itself. It is the light of love. It is the light of healing that has been waiting for you to open. As you breathe in, imagine this golden light slowly moving toward the top of your head. It touches you softly, like warm sunlight on a quiet morning. There is no rush. There is no pressure. The light knows exactly how to move. It knows where you are tired. It knows where you are tense. It knows where you have been holding pain. It knows where your heart has been asking for comfort. You do not need to explain anything to this light. It already understands. Let the golden light move gently into your mind. Let it touch every thought that has been racing. Let it soften the thoughts that say, I am not enough. Let it calm the thoughts that say, I am behind. Let it quiet the thoughts that say, nothing will change. The light does not fight these thoughts. It does not judge them. It simply surrounds them with peace. It says, you are safe now. You can rest now. A new thought is coming. Feel the light moving through your forehead, your eyes, your face. Let your face soften. Let the muscles around your eyes relax. You have seen so much. You have looked for answers. You have watched for signs. You have tried to understand what life was doing. Now, for a moment, you do not need to search. You can simply receive. You can let the light remind you that you are guided even when you do not see the whole path. Now the golden light moves into your throat. This is the place of words. This is where so many truths may have been held back. This is where you may be swallowed your feelings. This is where you may have stayed silent when your heart wanted to speak. Let the light touch this place with tenderness. Let it say, your voice matters, your feelings matter, your truth can be spoken with love. You do not have to say everything today. You do not have to explain everything today, but you can begin to honor your voice. Say softly, my truth is safe within me. Breathe, my voice is guided by love. Breathe. I speak to myself with kindness. Let these words move through your throat like warm honey. Let them heal the places where harsh words once lived. Let them open a new way of speaking, not only to others, but to yourself. Now, the golden light moves into your heart. Let it slow down here. Let it rest here. This is the place that has carried so much. This is the place that has loved, hoped, hurt, waited, trusted, lost, and still kept beating. Your heart has not given up on you. Even when you felt tired, it kept moving. Even when you felt alone, it stayed with you. Even when you did not know how to heal, your heart continued to hold the possibility of love. Let the golden light wrap around your heart like soft hands. Let it touch the sadness. Let it touch the fear. Let it touch the old disappointment. Let it touch the part of you that wondered if you would ever feel peaceful again. You do not need to push anything away. You do not need to pretend the pain was not real. The light does not ask you to deny your past. It only asks you to let love enter it. Say softly, my heart is safe to heal. Again, my heart is safe to heal. Let those words enter slowly. Maybe your heart opens a little. Maybe it stays quiet. Both are okay. Healing cannot be forced. The heart is like a flower. It opens when it feels warmth, care, and time. So give it warmth, give it care, give it time. You do not have to open fully today. A small opening is enough. Now imagine that inside your heart there is a small door. This door has been closed for a while, not because you are weak, but because you were protecting yourself. Not because you did not want love, but because love once felt unsafe. Not because you were broken, but because your heart needed shelter. Now, standing before this door, you do not push it open. You simply place your hand on it with kindness. Whisper to the door, "You may open when you are ready." That is all. No force, no demand, no pressure, just an invitation. And as you stand there in love, you may notice a little light coming through the edges of the door. A soft glow, a quiet warmth, a sign that something inside you still wants to open. Something inside you still believes in love. Something inside you still remembers peace. Let the golden light move through your chest, your shoulders, and your arms. Let it move into your hands. These hands have carried so much. They have worked, held, helped, protected, reached, and sometimes gripped too tightly. Now let them open. Let them rest. Let them receive. Imagine all the worries you have been holding in your hands. Fears, old questions, old pain, old pressure, the need to control, the need to know, the need to be strong all the time. One by one, let these worries become small stones in your hands. You do not need to name every stone. You do not need to understand every burden. Simply notice that your hands are tired of holding them. Now imagine a quiet stream of golden water flowing in front of you. It is warm. It is peaceful. It moves with wisdom. Gently place one stone into the golden water. Watch it sink, then dissolve into light. Say softly, "I release what I am ready to release." Place another stone into the water. "I allow life to help me." Place another stone. "I do not have to carry everything alone." With each stone you release, your hands become lighter. Your chest becomes softer. Your breath becomes deeper. Nothing terrible happens when you let go. You do not lose yourself. You return to yourself. Now the golden light moves into your stomach, the place where worry often lives. Let it soften the tightness there. Let it touch the fear of tomorrow. Let it touch the pain of not knowing. Let it touch the pressure to make everything perfect. Imagine your stomach relaxing like a flower opening in the sun. Say softly, "I am safe in this moment." Again, "I am safe in this moment." Let the body hear it. Let the body believe it little by little. The light moves into your back, the place where you may have carried the weight of responsibility. Let it touch the upper back, where burdens can sit. Let it touch the lower back, where fear can be stored. Imagine the light saying, "You do not have to hold the whole world." Let your back soften. Let your spine feel supported. Let the earth beneath you hold more of your weight. Say, "Life supports me now." Breathe. I allow myself to be supported. Breathe. I can rest without guilt. Let those words move through your back like relief. You were never meant to carry everything by yourself. You were meant to be held by life, guided by love, and supported by peace. Now the golden light moves into your legs and feet. These legs have carried you through many days. These feet have walked through many seasons. Some steps were easy. Some steps were heavy. Some steps were taken with hope. Some were taken with fear. But you are still here. Let the light thank your body for carrying you. Let it bless every step you have taken. Let it prepare you for the steps still to come. Say softly, "I bless the path behind me. I trust the path before me. I am safe where I am." Feel your feet connected to the earth. Feel that you are not floating alone. You are grounded. You are held. You are part of life. The same life that holds the mountains, the trees, the oceans, and the stars is holding you too. Now imagine the golden light filling your whole body. From the top of your head to the soles of your feet, you are wrapped in warmth. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. Healing is moving through you in a way that is gentle and right for you. Every breath is helping. Every kind word is helping. Every small moment of peace is helping. Say softly, "Healing is unfolding in me now." Again, healing is unfolding in me now. Let the words become part of your breath. You do not have to chase healing. You do not have to beg for it. You do not have to prove you deserve it. You allow it. You receive it. You trust that life knows how to restore what has been tired, soften what has been tense, and bring light into what has felt dark. Stay here for another breath. Let the golden light become a safe place inside you. You can return to this place anytime. When fear rises, you can return. When your mind becomes loud, you can return. When your heart feels heavy, you can return. You do not need a perfect moment. You only need one breath and the willingness to remember. The light is not far away. It lives within you. The thoughts you repeat become the room your mind lives in. If the room is filled with fear, the heart becomes tense. If the room is filled with criticism, the body becomes tired. If the room is filled with old pain, the future begins to look like the past. But you are allowed to clean this room. You are allowed to open the window. You are allowed to choose new words. You are allowed to speak to yourself in a way that helps you heal. Old thoughts may come because they have been practiced for a long time. They may feel true because they are familiar. But familiar does not always mean true. Familiar does not always mean kind. Familiar does not always mean wise. A thought can visit many times and still not belong in your future. You do not have to believe every thought that enters your mind. You can pause. You can breathe. You can choose again. When the old thought says, "I will never heal," answer softly, "I am healing now, little by little." Do not shout. Do not fight. Just answer with love. "I am healing now, little by little." Let this be enough. You do not need to prove your healing to the thought. You only need to plant a new seed. Every time you choose this new thought, you give your mind a new path to walk. When the old thought says, "I am alone," answer, "Life is supporting me in ways I can and cannot see." This is a gentle truth. Support may not always come in the way you expect. Sometimes support is a quiet breath. Sometimes it is rest. Sometimes it is a new idea. Sometimes it is a closed door. Sometimes it is a sudden feeling of peace. Sometimes it is a person who speaks kindly. Sometimes it is your own heart becoming stronger. You are not alone just because support looks different than you imagined. When the old thought says, "It is too late for me," answer, "This moment is still available to me." This moment is powerful. This moment can be the place where you begin again. You do not need to return to yesterday to make a new choice. You do not need to know tomorrow before you choose peace today. This moment is alive. This breath is alive. This choice is alive. And because you are here, something new can begin. When the old thought says, "I am not enough," answer, "I am enough while I am learning." You do not become enough after you heal. You do not become enough after you fix everything. You do not become enough after others approve of you. You are enough now, in the middle of learning, growing, feeling, and changing. Your worth is not waiting at the end of the road. It is walking with you now. When the old thought says, "I always fail," answer, "I can begin again, and each beginning teaches me." Do not let one hard day become your identity. Do not let one mistake become your whole story. Do not let one moment of fear erase all the times you tried. Life allows new beginnings. The morning comes again. The breath comes again. The heart tries again. You can begin again too. When the old thought says, "Nothing good happens for me," answer, "I am open to seeing the good that is already here and the good that is coming." This does not deny pain. It does not pretend everything is perfect. It simply opens your eyes to more than the pain. Good may be small at first. A breath, a quiet moment, a kind word, a lesson, a chance to rest, a chance to try again. When you notice small good, your heart begins to believe that more good is possible. You do not need to argue with old thoughts all day. Arguing can make them louder. Fighting can make the mind tired. Instead, treat old thoughts like clouds passing through the sky. You see them, you name them, you let them move. You do not need to climb into every cloud. You do not need to follow every fear. You can stay as the sky, open, wide, present, bigger than the passing storm. Say softly, I am not every thought I think. Breathe. I can choose the thought I feed. Breathe. I feed thoughts that help me heal. This is the practice, not perfection. Practice. Some days the old thoughts will be loud. Some days you will remember quickly. Some days you will forget and return later. That is okay. Returning is part of healing. Your mind may have learned fear because it was trying to protect you. It may have learned criticism because it thought that would help you improve. It may have learned worry because it wanted to prepare you. But now you can teach your mind a softer way. Fear is not the only teacher. Criticism is not the only way to grow. Worry is not the only way to care. Love can lead. Peace can lead. Trust can lead. Imagine your mind like a garden. Every thought is a seed. If you keep planting, I cannot, then doubt grows. If you keep planting, I am learning, then courage grows. If you keep planting, I am alone, then sadness grows. If you keep planting, I am supported, then trust grows. The soil does not judge the seed. It grows what is planted. So be gentle, but be aware. What are you planting today? Say, today I plant thoughts of healing. Let that be your choice. You do not need to plant a whole field at once. One seed is enough to begin. One kind thought. One loving word. One small truth. I am safe to change. I am willing to receive peace. I trust the timing of my healing. I am held by life. I am learning to love myself. These are seeds. Plant them often. At first, the new thoughts may feel strange. That does not mean they are false. It only means they are new. Peace can feel strange if you have lived with stress for a long time. Kindness can feel strange if you are used to criticism. Rest can feel strange if you are used to proving your worth. Receiving can feel strange if you are used to doing everything alone. Let strange be okay. Strange can become familiar with love and repetition. When you repeat a healing thought, your body may not believe it right away. That is okay. Do not force belief. Simply offer the thought like a warm cup of tea. Let the body sip slowly. Say, I am safe enough to breathe. If I am safe feels too big, start there. I am safe enough to breathe. If I love myself feels too hard, say, I am willing to learn to love myself. If feels far away, say, in this breath, I can find one small piece of peace. Small thoughts can open big doors. There is no shame in beginning small. Healing thoughts do not need to be grand. They need to be true enough for your heart to receive. The heart does not need fancy words. It needs kind words. It needs simple words. It needs words that feel like a hand on the shoulder. I am here. I am trying. I can rest. I can return. I am not alone. This moment can hold me. These words are medicine. The old mind may return to old paths. It may say the same painful things again. Do not be angry with it. A path that has been walked many times becomes easy to find. But you are creating a new path now. At first, you must choose it on purpose. You must return to it again and again. Over time, the new path becomes easier. The mind begins to know where peace lives. The heart begins to trust your words. The body begins to relax when it hears your voice. Say softly, I am creating a new path within me. Again, I am creating a new path within me. Let this remind you that change is possible. You are not trapped in the old way. You are not a prisoner of old thoughts. You are the loving gardener. You are the gentle leader. You are the one who can choose what grows next. Be careful with the words you place after I am. These words are powerful. If you say, I am broken, the body hears it. If you say, I am hopeless, the heart feels it. If you say, I am always unlucky, the mind begins to search for proof. But you can choose new words. I am healing. I am guided. I am growing. I am safe to receive. I am becoming more peaceful. I am open to good. Let your I am become a doorway, not a cage. You may not be able to control every thought that appears, but you can choose which thoughts you water. A fearful thought may appear. You can notice it and let it pass. A kind thought may appear. You can repeat it, write it, breathe it, live it. What you water grows. What you feed becomes stronger. So feed healing, feed trust, feed peace. Feed the part of you that wants to live in a softer way. If you catch yourself speaking harshly, pause and begin again. Do not use harshness to punish yourself for being harsh. That only continues the old pattern. Instead, smile gently inside and say, I choose again. This is one of the most healing sentences you can use. I choose again. It gives you power without shame. It gives you a new start without drama. It reminds you that one old thought does not have to become the whole day. Say, I choose again. Breathe. I choose peace. Breathe. I choose a thought that helps me heal. Breathe. Feel how simple this can be. You do not need to win a war with your mind. You only need to guide it back, like a loving parent guiding a child home. Your inner child may be listening to every word you say. Speak gently. That part of you does not need more fear. It does not need more shame. It does not need more pressure. It needs to hear, you are safe now. You are loved now. I will not leave you now. These words can reach places that logic cannot reach. They can soothe old pain. They can bring warmth to places that have felt cold for a long time. Say softly, "Dear inner child, I am here with you now." Let that be enough. You do not need to know exactly what to do. Presence is healing. Kindness is healing. Staying with yourself is healing. Every time you speak gently to yourself, you repair something old. Every time you choose love over attack, you make your inner world safer. Let your new thoughts be simple and steady. I am healing now. I am safe to change. I am open to peace. I trust life one breath at a time. I give myself permission to rest. I am worthy of good. Repeat them in the morning. Repeat them at night. Repeat them when fear rises. Repeat them when your body feels tense. Repeat them not because you are forcing magic, but because you are creating a new inner home. And when doubt comes, let it come. Doubt is not the end of healing. Doubt is only another place that needs love. Say, even with doubt, I can choose one kind thought. This is gentle and true. You do not have to remove all doubt before you begin. You can begin with doubt sitting beside you. You can breathe. You can speak kindly. You can choose the next loving thought. And little by little, doubt softens. Healing thoughts are not lies. They are new directions. They are the signposts you place inside your mind. They point you toward peace. They point you toward love. They point you toward the life that is asking to unfold. The old thoughts may point backward. The new thoughts point home. Gratitude does not mean you pretend everything is easy. Gratitude does not mean you ignore pain. Gratitude does not mean you smile when your heart needs to cry. True gratitude is gentle. It says, yes, this may be hard, and still there is something here to hold me. It says, yes, I may be healing, and still life is giving me breath. It says, yes, I may not understand everything, and still I can notice one small good thing. Gratitude is not a rule. It is a doorway. It opens the heart slowly. It helps the mind see more than what is wrong. It helps the body feel supported. It helps the spirit remember that life is still giving, even in quiet ways. When you practice gratitude, you are not denying the darkness. You are lighting a candle within it. Begin with the simplest thing. Thank your breath. You did not have to earn it. You did not have to ask each breath to come. Life is breathing through you now. Say softly, thank you for this breath. Let that be enough. The breath is not small. It is life moving in you. It is proof that you are still here. It is proof that this moment has not closed. It is proof that something new can still begin. Thank your heart. It has carried you through so much. It has loved, hurt, hoped, waited, and continued. Even when you felt tired, your heart stayed with you. Even when you forgot your worth, your heart kept beating. Say softly, "Thank you, my heart, for carrying me." Let your hand rest there if you wish. Let your heart feel seen. So many people want love from the world, but forget to give love to their own heart. Begin there. Love begins within. Thank your body. Maybe you have judged it. Maybe you have pushed it. Maybe you have wished it were different. But your body has been your home through every season. It has carried your pain and your joy. It has held your breath, your tears, your steps, your memories. Say, "Thank you, my body, for doing your best." You do not have to feel perfect love for your body in one moment. Just begin with thanks. Thanks can become a bridge to love. Thank the strength that brought you here. You may not always feel strong, but there is strength in you. There was strength in every day you kept going. There was strength in every time you tried again. There was strength in every tear you allowed to fall. There was strength in every moment you chose not to give up on yourself. Say, "Thank you for the strength that carried me." Let that truth soften you. Gratitude changes the way you look at life. When you only look for what is missing, life feels empty. When you begin to notice what is present, life feels more open. This does not mean you stop wanting growth. It means you stop making lack the only story. There can be things you still desire, and there can also be things to bless right now. Both can be true. You can be healing and grateful. You can be waiting and grateful. You can be tired and grateful. You can be unsure and grateful. Say softly, "Good is still present in my life." Again, good is still present in my life. Let your mind begin to look for it. Maybe good is in the water you drink. Maybe good is in the bed that holds you. Maybe good is in the light coming through a window. Maybe good is in the lesson you learned. Maybe good is in the person who listened. Maybe good is in the quiet moment when you did not react the old way. Nothing is too small. The small things become sacred when you notice them. Gratitude also teaches the heart to receive. Many people are used to giving, but not receiving. They give time, energy, love, care, attention, and support, but when life offers something back, they feel unsure. They brush off kindness. They deny compliments. They feel guilty for resting. They feel strange when good things come easily, but receiving is part of balance. The river gives and receives. The earth gives and receives. The lungs breathe out and breathe in. You are allowed to receive too. Say, "I am safe to receive good." Breathe. "I am safe to receive love." Breathe. "I am safe to receive support." Breathe. Let these words become soft inside you. Receiving does not make you weak. Receiving makes you open. Receiving allows life to bless you. Receiving tells the universe, I do not need to struggle for every good thing. I am willing to let good come in. Sometimes people block good because deep inside they do not feel worthy. If that is true for you, be gentle. Worthiness is not something you earn by being perfect. Worthiness is part of who you are. You were worthy before you achieved anything. You were worthy before you healed anything. You were worthy before anyone approved of you. You are worthy because you are life. You are worthy because you exist. You are worthy because love is your natural truth. Say softly, I am worthy of good. If that feels hard, say, I am willing to believe I am worthy of good. That is enough. Willingness opens the door. You do not have to force belief. You only need to stop closing the door completely. Let a little light in. Let a little love in. Let a little support in. Over time, the heart learns that receiving is safe. Gratitude is like opening a window in a room that has been closed for a long time. The air begins to move. The light begins to enter. The room does not change all at once, but it feels different. It feels less heavy. It feels more alive. In the same way, when you thank life for one small good thing, your inner room begins to open. Hope enters. Peace enters. Trust enters. You remember that life is not only taking from you, life is also giving to you. Each day, you can practice 3 small gratitudes. Keep them simple. Do not make it a hard task. Do not search for something grand. Say, thank you for this breath. Thank you for this body. Thank you for this chance to begin again. Or say, thank you for the lesson. Thank you for the strength. Thank you for the peace that is coming. These 3 small lines can change the direction of your mind. If you feel heavy, gratitude may feel difficult at first. That is okay. Do not force yourself to feel bright. Just begin honestly. Thank you that I made it through today. Thank you that I am still trying. Thank you that I am willing to heal. These are real. These are powerful. These are enough. Gratitude does not need to be loud. It only needs to be sincere. There is also gratitude for what did not happen. Sometimes life protects you in ways you only understand later. A door closes, and at first it hurts. A plan changes, and at first it feels confusing. A person leaves, and at first it feels like loss. But later you may see that life was guiding you. Later you may understand that something was being cleared. Later you may feel thankful for the protection you did not recognize at the time. Say softly, thank you for the doors that opened. Thank you for the doors that closed. Thank you for guiding me, Eve, and when I did not understand. Let this be a prayer of trust. You do not have to understand everything to give thanks. Sometimes gratitude comes before understanding. Sometimes gratitude is the bridge that helps you reach understanding. Gratitude also makes the present moment richer. Without gratitude, the mind rushes past what is here, always looking for the next thing. With gratitude, the simple things become alive. A warm drink, a soft blanket, a quiet breath, a moment of sunlight, a kind smile, a small victory, a peaceful pause. These are not nothing. They are pieces of grace. They are life saying, I am here too. When you notice these things, your heart becomes less hungry for the future. You can still desire good things, but you are no longer waiting to live. You begin to live now. You begin to receive now. You begin to feel that this moment too has something for you. The future may bring more, but the present is already offering something. Say, I receive the good in this moment. Breathe. I notice the blessings already here. Breathe. I welcome the blessings on their way. This is the balance. Gratitude for now, openness for what is coming, trust in both. If life has felt hard, you may wonder how to be grateful without feeling false. Begin with what supports you, the ground beneath you, the breath within you, the strength that remains, the lesson that is forming, the small part of you that still hopes. Gratitude does not need to cover pain. It can sit beside pain. It can hold your hand while pain is healing. It can say, I see the hurt and I also see the help. This is a gentle way to live, not denying, not forcing, not pretending, just noticing. Pain is here and support is here too. Questions are here and guidance is here too. Fear is here and breath is here too. Healing is not about choosing one truth and rejecting the other. It is about allowing love to enter the whole truth. Gratitude can become a daily medicine. In the morning, say, thank you for this new day. At night, say, thank you for carrying me through. When fear comes, say, thank you for this breath that brings me back. When peace comes, say, thank you for this moment of rest. When a lesson comes, say, thank you for helping me grow. When support comes, say, thank you, I receive it. Let yourself receive without pushing it away. When someone is kind, receive it. When peace comes, receive it. When rest is offered, receive it. When life gives a small sign, receive it. Do not say, this is too small. Do not say, this will not last. Do not say, I do not deserve it. Instead, say, thank you. I allow this good. The more you receive small good, the safer it becomes to receive greater good. Say softly, I allow good to enter my life. Again, I allow good to enter my life. Let your heart open a little. Not all at once, just a little. Like a window opening in the morning, like a flower turning toward the sun, like a hand opening after holding too tightly. Good does not need to break down your door. It waits for your permission. It waits for your openness. It waits for your yes. Your gratitude is your yes. Your open heart is your yes. Your willingness to receive is your yes. And life responds to that yes in gentle ways. Maybe not all at once. Maybe not in the exact way you planned. But little by little, the energy changes. You begin to see support where you once saw only struggle. You begin to notice kindness where you once expected pain. You begin to feel peace in places where fear used to live. Gratitude is not the end of healing. It is part of the path. It helps you walk with a softer heart. It helps you remember that even while healing unfolds, life is still loving you. Life is still breathing you. Life is still offering small gifts. And when you notice them, they grow brighter. Place your hand on your heart once more. Let this be a sacred moment, not because it is grand, but because it is honest. Feel your breath. Feel the warmth beneath your hand. Feel the quiet life moving inside you. You are here. You are breathing. You are healing. Something in you has already begun to soften. Something in you has already heard the call to return to peace. Say softly, "Healing is unfolding for me now." Let the words be slow. Let them be simple. Healing is unfolding for me now. Again, healing is unfolding for me now. Do not ask your mind to prove it. Let your heart receive it. Healing does not always need proof before it begins. It needs permission. It needs openness. It needs a soft place to land. Say, "I am safe to receive peace." Breathe. I am safe to receive peace. Let peace enter like a gentle breeze. You do not have to pull it in. You do not have to chase it. You do not have to earn it. Peace is not a prize for being perfect. Peace is your natural state beneath the noise. It has always been there, waiting for you to come home. Say, "I trust life." Maybe your trust is small today. That is okay. Small trust is still trust. A small candle can light a dark room. A small seed can become a tree. A small breath can begin a new path. You do not need giant faith. You only need enough trust for this moment. I trust life, one breath at a time. Let that be your truth. Say, "I trust this moment." This moment may not look perfect. It may not hold every answer. It may not show you the whole path. But this moment is where healing can begin. This moment is where you can choose a softer thought. This moment is where you can release one burden. This moment is where you can stop fighting yourself. This moment is enough to open a door. If that feels too big, say, in this breath, let your body relax around that. You are not telling yourself that every part of life is perfect. You are reminding your body that in this breath, you can soften. In this breath, you can be held. In this breath, you can return to yourself. Take another slow breath. Inhale peace. Exhale fear. Inhale trust. Exhale control. Inhale love. Exhale the old story. Let each breath become a small act of healing. You do not need to do more right now. You do not need to become more right now. You only need to be present with yourself in kindness. Say, I am being guided. Let those words rest in your heart. You may not see every sign. You may not understand every turn. You may not know why some things happened the way they did. But guidance can still be present. Guidance can be quiet. Guidance can come as a feeling, a pause, a delay, a closed door, a new thought, a gentle knowing. You are not without direction. Life is speaking. Your soul is listening. Say, I am being held. Feel the support beneath you. Feel the breath within you. Feel the quiet strength that has kept you alive through every hard day. You have been held in ways you did not always notice. You have been carried through moments you thought you could not survive. You are being held now too. Say, my healing has already begun. Let that be the truth you carry from this moment. Not someday, not when everything is perfect, not when all fear is gone. Now, healing has already begun because you are willing. Healing has already begun because you are listening. Healing has already begun because you are choosing love where there used to be judgment. Healing has already begun because your heart is opening, even if slowly. You do not need to rush what is unfolding. Let healing move like a river. Let it find its way through the places that have been blocked. Let it soften the edges of old pain. Let it wash through the thoughts that kept you small. Let it carry away what you no longer need. You do not have to guide the river with force. You only have to stop building walls against it. Say, I allow healing to move through me. Breathe. I allow peace to return to me. Breathe. I allow love to guide me. Breathe. These are simple words, but they are powerful because they open you. Life can enter through openness. Peace can enter through openness. Good can enter through openness. Maybe the next chapter of your life will not begin with noise. Maybe it will begin with a quiet choice. A choice to speak kindly to yourself. A choice to rest when you are tired. A choice to stop chasing what drains you. A choice to trust the timing of life. A choice to receive good without guilt. A choice to believe that you are worthy before anything changes. These quiet choices become the new path. Say, I choose peace today, not forever, not perfectly, just today. I choose peace today. When old fear comes, choose peace again. When the mind becomes loud, choose peace again. When you forget, return and choose peace again. This is how healing becomes real. Not through one perfect moment, but through many gentle returns. You are allowed to be new. You are allowed to grow beyond the old story. You are allowed to stop carrying pain as your identity. You are allowed to believe that life has more for you. You are allowed to be soft and strong. You are allowed to receive and give. You are allowed to rest and still be worthy. You are allowed to heal at your own pace. Say, I give myself permission to heal. Again, I give myself permission to heal. Let this permission come from within you. Do not wait for the world to give it. Do not wait for someone else to understand. Do not wait for the perfect time. Your heart can begin now. Your breath can begin now. Your kindness can begin now. All the love you have been seeking is not only outside of you. Some of it is waiting inside you, ready to be offered to the parts of yourself that have been lonely for too long. Give love to the tired part. Give love to the afraid part. Give love to the angry part. Give love to the part that still misses what is gone. Give love to the part that wants to hope but is scared. Love does not make these parts disappear. Love helps them feel safe enough to heal. Say, every part of me is safe in love. Breathe. Every part of me is welcome in healing. Breathe. Every part of me is learning peace. These words bring you back into wholeness. You do not have to reject yourself to become healed. You gather yourself with love. You bring the scattered parts home. Let this final affirmation move through you slowly. Healing is unfolding for me now. I am safe to receive peace. I trust life. I trust this moment. Say it again in your heart. Healing is unfolding for me now. I am safe to receive peace. I trust life. I trust this moment. Let the words become a blessing over your life. Let them bless your past. Let them bless your present. Let them bless your future. Let them bless the places you understand and the places you do not understand yet. Let them bless the doors that closed and the doors that will open. Let them bless the tears, the lessons, the waiting, the growth, and the quiet strength that brought you here. You are being guided. You are being held. You are being softened. You are being prepared for peace in a deeper way. You do not have to know how everything will happen. You do not have to see the whole road. You only need to keep returning to love, one breath, one thought, one choice, one moment at a time. This came at the right moment because your heart was ready to hear it, not ready because everything is easy, not ready because every question has been answered, not ready because fear is gone. Ready because something inside you is tired of carrying pain the old way. Ready because a deeper part of you knows that healing is possible. Ready because your soul is calling you back to peace. You have been reminded that healing is already moving, even when it is quiet. You have been reminded that you do not need to control every detail. You have been reminded that divine timing is not against you. You have been reminded that a golden light of healing can live inside your own heart. You have been reminded that old thoughts can be replaced with kinder ones. You have been reminded that gratitude opens the heart and receiving is safe. Now carry this gently with you. Do not turn it into pressure. Do not say, "I must heal perfectly now." Say instead, "I will be kind to myself as I heal." That is enough. Kindness is the path. Patience is the path. Trust is the path. Returning is the path. When the old fear comes back, place your hand on your heart and breathe. When the mind says, "Nothing is changing," answer, "Healing is moving in ways I cannot always see." When the heart feels tired, say, "I am allowed to rest." When life feels uncertain, say, "I trust the next step." When you forget your worth, say, "I am enough while I am learning." You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are in a sacred process of becoming. Let life meet you here. Let peace enter here. Let healing unfold here. You do not have to chase it. You do not have to force it. You only have to open, breathe, trust, and receive. Take one final slow breath. Let it fill your body with peace. Let it leave your body with fear. Whisper softly, "Healing is unfolding for me now. I am safe. I am supported. I am ready to receive the good that life has for me."